Good Saturday morning to everyone. Did you know that it's possible to relay messages into the universe or the sphere where we reside or where we live today? And for those messages to be not necessarily of our own nature, but to that which is given unto us to relate to others. We know and hear so many times of people that have the ability to communicate to an outer state of consciousness outside the realms of the present. In other words, either go to the past, go into the future, and foretell stories, events, and even circumstances that are about to happen. Is it possible that we have an ability to relate and communicate with others at a cognitive level of intelligence that is yet to be understood by human beings? Is it possible? And I will say yes, it is, with all conviction, that we are perceiving information from the field of energy that is relating to some people in ways unlike we ever expected before. In other words, at a cognitive level of intelligence and energy from the source of the field of energy, we are receiving information, we are receiving ideas, and we are even innovating in a day-to-day basis in our new world of evolution. We all know that. We see it on a daily basis. For example, Steve Jobs, and far back, Mr. Einstein, perhaps even Mr. Elon Musk in the present, with so many advanced technology ideas, unlike we could ever imagine or fathom to be possible within humankind. Such ideas come from the field of information, a field that enters into the conscious mind, whose awareness is capable of receiving information and ideas from an altered state of knowledge and understanding. Have you ever wondered how was it that Einstein and Tesla were able to connect to such a high level of intellect where they could tap into information that was so prevalent to the evolution of humanity and still is? Such ability is possible. And for some of those who have the ability to communicate at an altered state of consciousness, who bring information into the present, sometimes they can be of danger. Why? People are intimidated. They have no idea where the source of information is coming from. And perhaps they even feel that the person is trying to harm them or do something that is not natural or even perceived as to being kind. But trust me, and believe me you, it is possible that through the body, the mind, and the soul of an individual or a human being, information is transmuted to others as a form of example or simply a way of relating messages, unlike we are capable of understanding today. Yes, many call this clairvoyant, many call this people from another world, and some even call them aliens because they do not understand the nature of the mind and the brain to perceive information, energy, or ideas from the field of the core of the universe. Can we perhaps say that that field of the core of the universe can be the field of the mind of God? Perhaps. Perhaps it is. And because it is, it's not only powerful and so direct when it relays information, and to whom does it relay the information to, that it can be perceived as threatening. Because we don't understand, and we cannot possibly conceive that such capacity is of the nature of a human being. And yes, we are right. We ourselves alone do not possess the power to translate or receive information from the field unless you either have been selected, you have been chosen, and you are the one here to relay that information through different avenues and sources that need to hear what you have to say. No, I am not trying to be egotistic nor appeal to you, the audience, as someone that has altered state of consciousness and the capacity to do certain things unlike any other human being. But I do believe with all certainty that it is possible for some people, and we know there are many out there, who receive information from the field and the source and are capable of not only enhancing, transforming, evolving, creating, innovating, and changing this world in way unlike we have ever thought it was possible. The prime example, my friends, is Einstein and Tesla. Perhaps today, Steve Jobs with Apple. Even Bill Gates. And many others. Many, many others. As we transcend and evolve into a higher state of consciousness, you can see that not only history is becoming reality, but we are having this ability of consciously and awareness to communicate at an altered state that help us not only connect, understand, receive, but be part of that field of energy of information that bring forth ideas to create a better world. And that is beautiful. I know it is being said that many people, once they have gone through the tunnel of light and seen the light and understand the nature of life and death, have returned back to the sphere of earth and incorporate their soul, their body, and their mind consciously in ways unlike many others could ever expect would happen, because they have gone through a transformation that have changed completely who they are. For that, they are judged, categorized, ridiculed, and even told that they're weird and maybe not even from this planet. My friends, there are many, many messengers, and those messengers connect to people, places, events, circumstances, and even conscious level of awareness with others. In my book, I emphasize how it is possible after an experience that could have been emotionally detrimental for someone to come out of such an event or happening in their life, and not only being able and capable to excel at a different level of conscious awareness where they can connect to sources of information that we have no idea where they came from. By this, I'm not saying that suffering and emotional turmoil is a way of enhancement. But the truth is that once a person has gone through such a level of conscientious understanding of awareness of something greater than the self, they understand deeply the nature of what a human being is capable of doing, what a human being is here for, how evolution is taking place, who do we connect to at a higher level of intellectual intelligence that has an energy unlike we could ever imagine, and what will be the destiny of humanity and civilization. We have yet to continue to evolve, receive, improve, and do better than what we're doing. But like a heavy traffic, we're constantly moving and the energy is going different places, and it becomes a chaos sometimes until we find that level of peace and evolvement that helps the energy navigate in ways that takes us even further than we even know is possible of. I have rather be in that conscious level of awareness than to be in a chaos world where it is so much about self-interest rather than improving self and humanity. Most people are looking after themselves. What more can I get? How more can I be satisfied? Everything has a beginning and everything has an end. The only thing that never ends is the soul. And souls navigate in and out of this universe unlike you have ever imagined. Is it possible that we can communicate with sources unlike we ever thought it was possible? Isn't it a fact that we believe that the soul of Christ, Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, Joshua, David, Jehovah, or the great I am have passed on, but still live within humanity? So it is possible that we as human beings can communicate to altered state of consciousness that exists within us and are invisible by nature. I thank you one more time for listening. This is Francis Mahan from Invisible Prints, The Nature of Life, What is Invisible but Possible, How Energy Flows Through the Universe, what power consciously exists out there in the universe, in the field of all the sources that help humanity evolve, develop, connect, communicate at a higher level of understanding. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend. Goodbye.